Riding around in a Uber, that's a scooter. I got them choppers and knockers, they'll do ya. Pull up in candy paint and I do ya. 7-8 square PN, didn't even mean to do ya.
How do you review a movie you've never seen? I'm gonna turn my camera off for this. I don't want too much glitching. Let's expose the grift, bro. We're exposing the grift, bro.
God damn it, Will. I can't even.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not even a political person, but I fucking hate, bro. Let me just stop. I'm not even gonna do that.
Well, looks like our favorite anti-woke grifter is back at it again with a shit take about the MCU. And
hold on, watch this. Hey, babe, you should go watch my stream. I'm finna watch this video about. Remember I showed you, or did I tell the Critical Drinker made that video talk about some Fantastic Four, the return of the MCU. And I was trying to show you the dude that make the videos. His name is the Birdman. Is this black dude? And he has this series called Exposing the Grift. I didn't know what the fuck a grifter was till I was watching these videos, and I'm like, oh, right wing, right? They the ones that they be saying everything woke and shit, right? Yeah. So yeah, this is educational as fuck for me. All right, I love you. She's so beautiful.
Being the apparent Disney shill that I am, let's uppercut him again, shall we?
Oh dear, 2025 hasn't exactly been a bumper year for the MCU with back...
Bro, actually, nah, I need my camera on for this, bro. I need y'all to see my face, bro. I need to see my own face for this.
To back flops in the shape of Brave New World and Thunderbolts.
We're not even 10 seconds.
Back-to-back flops. Okay.
Go
ahead, bro. I'm going to try my hardest not to speak.
This group, Nerdrotic, Critical...
Yeah, Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker,
Geeks and Gamers, that one vampire from Blade, they keep trying to sell this lie about marketing.
That one vampire from Blade? What?
These Marvel movies have giant marketing budgets, so when I show you that Brave New World made almost 2.5 times its reported budget, you, being the nicely trained parrot that you are, would then tell me that this movie's marketing budget was identical to its production budget, meaning the film needed to make around $500 million.
That's all, bro. Why do they say that shit? Actually, the advertisement took way more than the actual production, so it's gonna take like $500 million to do. And Kevin Feige told you this when? Like, what are you talking about, bro? When the fuck did Kevin Feige and Bob Iger come tell you, yeah, bro, it was a 180 to make, then 280 for the you know what I'm saying, they didn't even do that much advertising. Here's the thing. Here's another thing. How much money what do y'all think money goes when we're advertising, bro? Like, how much do you think TV spots are? The most money spent in advertising went to Super Bowl. And then, like, well, hold on, not to mention they got sponsored ads. They got ads with Baskin Robbins and Tide. So Disney got paid a bag to put that shit in there anyways. So they also made money advertising. You get what I'm saying? Disney didn't reach out to fucking Tide and was like, yo, let's get a Tide ad for Brave New World. No, Tide was like, hey, what if we got somebody in one of them cars and what if he got a Baskin Robbins drink on? Where the fuck did Baskin Robbins get in here? I've been in the room, bro. But what if that I knew you was gonna say when the bouncing off the cars? What if when my drinks fall on the nigga and then Tide clean it out? I don't know where you came from, but I like that fucking idea, bro. Like what? Like, you think that shit took millions of dollars to think of, dog?
To break even, if not identical to the budget, something close to it. It's hard to keep up with all the goalpost shifting these people do. Anyway, that's why Will is calling Brave New World a flop. Because
I'm trying to figure out why he got a mask on. Is it because of the grift?
Because he's trying to sell you on this marketing budget lie, something that is quite prolific on the internet. Here are all the facts. Number one, we do not know what the marketing budget for any of these films are because this isn't publicly released information. Oh, that's the entire list. This isn't public.
Bro, I don't need to fucking argue with nobody, bro. What do I need to argue with you for, bro? That's what I'm saying. Y'all just pull these numbers out y'all like ass, and then we just supposed to believe you because it's a big number, and it sounds specific enough. That's what I'm saying, dog.
Information. So where are all these marketing budget quotes you see flying around on the internet even coming from?
It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. It never happened.
What is that from? Hold on. What's one of the specific ones he said?
Fabrication. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. It never happened.
Yeah, people are regurgitating estimates from outlets like Deadline. You see, every year Deadline releases a most profitable movies list where they rank movies based on their supposed profitability.
Hold on.
There's only
Jonathan Frakes telling you you're wrong for 45 seconds.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time.
Wait.
It's totally.
What is okay? Jonathan Frakes. Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. Okay, so it was just a compilation of any time he said it was fake. Yo, that's funny as fuck. Oh my gosh. See, this is what the internet should be. You find something funny, what the fuck is that from? You go figure it out, bro. That's what I love about the internet. That was just fun for me. My nigga from Star Trek. And I haven't even started watching Star Trek yet. I wanted to get into Star Trek. Dead ass. Star Trek is one of them shows like I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a damn about Star Wars, bro. Literally, kiss my black. You know what I'm saying?
one problem. These numbers are simply made up. Let's look at their 2023 rankings, specifically about the film Anyone But You.
Bet.
In addition to the box office numbers at the top, you can see Deadline lists the production costs of the film, otherwise known as the budget. This film's budget is reportedly $25 million. But under that, you can see Deadline starts listing numbers for prints and ads, residuals, interest, and overhead for a total expenditure of $116 million.
Wait, what website is this?
Interest and overhead. You can see Deadline starts listing numbers for prints and ads, residuals, interest, and
Deadline is a trade.
overhead for a total expenditure of $116 million. And Deadline's source for these numbers? Themselves.
I'm not even going to say this is Deadline fault, though. Hold on.
This is where you people are getting these numbers from.
See, because again, this ain't Deadline fault. They just put numbers together based on, like, estimates. You know what I'm saying? Because they're a trade. Just like Variety and like the Hollywood Reporter, right? Or is Hollywood Reporter not a trade? Either way, these are, you know what I'm saying? They're up there. They speak with real life niggas who work at Marvel. So they're just the best estimate you could get. That don't make it a fact. That don't mean they know any fucking thing. In turn, in my opinion, I just feel like if we don't know anything, why are we talking about it? Why do we care? Who gives a fuck? Seriously. Oh shit. Bro, I'm stupid. I don't gotta wait for that. I can just. There we go. Okay, we'll chill back up though. All right. Okay. I could have kept it, but it's like I be getting close, and it's like, all right, maybe I'm just tripping. What type of fucking chat is that? Shit off my screen.
People guessing. And you could try to argue that these are educated guesses, but even then, Deadline doesn't list their methodology on their website.
Exactly.
I know, because I spent almost 2 hours looking for it. Their methodology on their website. I know, because I spent almost...
The financial data pulled together here for Deadline's most valuable blockbuster tournament is called by seasoned and trusted sources.
2 hours looking for it.
That's it.
I also emailed the writer of that article, Anthony D'Alessandro, for clarity on his methodology, and I haven't yet heard back from him, if I ever will. So the point is, anyone professing to know the marketing budget for a film is very likely pulling numbers from their asses, or Deadline, who are also apparently pulling numbers from their asses. We only have 2 numbers to go by, and that's this one and this one. And wait until I tell you that this one is also an estimate.
Exactly. Every single... Like, all right, we take it as fact, but it's a rough estimate. Not even a rough estimate. It's like a real estimate. But it's like, when me and my mom talk, I'd be like, this movie took this much to make, and it made this much. It's only an estimate for like... Because even when you get your answer, you be like, so like, some. Around there. Because we don't know. It's Google. Like, literally.
Now, marketing costs something, and I'm not...
Like how I just told y'all it was fun to, like, look that shit up, bro. Like, it don't matter how fun it is to, like, be on the internet and, like, search and find new things out. It's still Google. You don't know what the fuck is even true. It's fun to figure out. That's why you go and bounce around and, like, learn different things about the same topic and, like, actually compare what the fuck you reading. Citing your sources.
Saying that it doesn't. What I am saying is that there exists no actual evidence for these numbers on the internet, and the only people that truly know are the producers who put up the money, not anti-woke YouTubers who have a vested interest in the perception that these movies are failing financially.
And yes, with less than 400 million at the global box office and its theatrical run all but over, even the most die-hard shills have been forced to concede that Thunderbolts is absolutely a flop.
Aw, seems that bad take on Thunderbolts is getting to him, guys. I mean, leaning heavily into whether a movie is a flop is a weird angle, considering you're supposed to be a movie critic. Will, your concern should be about the quality of a film, not its financials. There are plenty of incredible films that don't make a ton of money at the box office. My favorite film and its sequel being prominent examples. Hell, The Iron Giant is widely recognized as a classic film, but it actually lost Warner Brothers money. Art should not be quantified by how much it sells. There are so many factors that can prevent a film from quantified by how much it sells. There are so many factors that can prevent a film from making money, including luck and timing. That's how you know you're not a real...
That's another thing too. Like when a movie comes out at the right time, it hits. A movie can come out and it's like no one gets it until like 5 years later. Like, ain't Interstellar one of the movies that people didn't fuck with at first? And it's like now it has like this fucking occult following, or am I tripping? I didn't swear to God people did not care about Interstellar like that. I feel like a lot of people see Interstellar at home. I don't know anybody who went
critic
to
will
the
when a
movies
movie
to see
apparently failing is a point scored on your side. You're just proving that you're a culture war ideologue who has weaseled his way into this discussion when you should be just as derided and ignored as Ben Shapiro is when talking about movies.
Just a fucking
And call me crazy here.
It's Ben Shapiro. Bro, who started letting Ben Shapiro, like, do movie reviews? Bro, he, like, wants to be, like, the fucking moist critical of the political world, bro. Like, stop reviewing Barbie. Why the fuck would I want to know what Ben Shapiro thinks about Barbie's political takes?
Something tells me that Ironheart isn't going to turn things around for them.
Well, Ironheart is a TV show on a streaming platform that doesn't release their viewership numbers. Even if it did have a high viewership, we wouldn't know one way or the other. Besides, when do the TV shows ever have any quantifiable impact on the viewership of the films? You people continue to claim you didn't watch WandaVision and that it supposedly impacted Multiverse of Madness. But that film did $1 billion.
What? I didn't even know Multiverse of Madness did that much. How did Multiverse of Madness fail? Why do niggas talk down on my boy in my girl's movie? You mean to tell me this whole time this movie made a fucking billion and y'all been talking this much shit on Doctor Strange? Cause of what? Y'all didn't like the way that she went crazy about her kids. You didn't like the plot holes, whatever they were. You didn't like Reed Richards. You didn't like the fact that they all got brought in just to die. Man, I don't give a fuck. That was the best comic book movie ever, nigga. No cap. That was the best comic book movie ever, nigga. I'm only saying that because I feel for it. But that movie is fucking amazing, bro. I know it made $1 billion now.
That means that everything now rests on the Fantastic Four.
Bae, I didn't even know this. Worldwide, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness made $900 million. $955 million. That shit made $1 billion. Niggas have been talking for years about my boy and my girl in a fucking movie. And you mean to tell me? That's crazy.
The third attempt in the past 20 years to make Marvel's first family work on the big screen. And I think it's fair to say things aren't exactly shaping up well for them.
Once again showing you don't know shit about movies. Reshoots are a normal part of film production. Basically, every movie has them, and that's because despite the advances in AI technology, movies are made by humans.
So it's like, y'all really just, do niggas think like every movie is supposed to be a one and done? We shot it, we got everything right the first try, with the reshoots, with the takes we did that time, we're good. If I was an actor and I went into work the next day and we didn't either like redo something that we did yesterday again, or like even later down the line you want to add something to that scene, I would low-key be a little worried. Not one thing. You don't want to reshoot one thing from like 2 weeks ago. Not one. Even from 2 days ago. Not one thing you want to reshoot. I would be fucking terrified of what the fuck this movie was finna look like. If it's good, it's good. But nigga, what do you mean you don't need no reshoots? You good. You got it all. You got everything you need.
Perhaps if your movie had a couple of reshoots.
Rogue elements of Ryan Drake's.
It might have been better than Brave New World.
Whose movie is that? Critical Drinker? Do Critical Drinker got a movie for real? No, I'm not even looking that up. He's not getting no impressions off.
Sometimes things need to be tweaked. Sometimes a scene doesn't work as
let's read a little bit of this. Or is he fin to?
As intended, and you only find that out during the editing process. Once again, this is normal.
He's not gonna read it. Some movies, as editing moves along and piecing a movie together, there are often times where things are just out of place and a mistake in the footage may be noticed by the editor. there's that. Like, as simple as a, damn, we don't even got nothing to get from here to here. How did we miss that? All right, well, let's go back. Editor finds an error in existing footage. Editor requests additional footage to share the story. Actor makes a mistake in footage. Sound is horrible in footage. Capacity is off in footage. Like, bro, there's so many different things. And I'm only reading a few sentences off the page, and there's a shitload of like, and even those aren't even like all the reasons that literally, that's not even covering it all. I guarantee it. Literally something as like somebody else passing away could involve reshoots. That's fucking serious. Like anything.
Avengers Endgame had reshoots, for fuck's sake.
But you couldn't notice it, so it was cool. Like get the fuck out of the green screen's ass crack and watch the movie, bro. Y'all be complaining about me. I ain't gonna lie, Eric Voss, you low-key irritated me last video talking about, or with that Brave New World additional 100 things. Bro, leave that green screen alone. Grow up and stop worrying about these fucking niggas' pockets. Just because you can see it don't mean we need to talk about it. Doesn't even matter. Why do we care? I can see the green screen. Like, bro, we watch YouTube videos. We watch YouTube videos. Oh, but they got all the money in the world, so everything's supposed to be perfect. Like, nigga, again, niggas is rushing. Niggas was like, I get it, bro. Like, the soundstage pisses me off, but like at the same time, you're not in there. You're not putting in the work. And they not listening to you. Save your breath, please.
You all remember the iconic line at the end of the movie?
Iron Man.
That was a reshoot.
Yeah, the result of a reshoot. The critical drinker and other grifters and outrage merchants rely on normal people not knowing this information so they can pretend this is an issue and collect social outrage clicks on their shitty content.
It's not even like they rely on you to not know this information. They don't know this shit they damn self.
He's literally pointing to a routine process in the creation of a film and telling you it's a bad thing. He's either stupid or blatantly lying.
When we were in post-production, myself, Patrick, our editor, Cooper Samuelson, our head of film, we were all, in the edit room day to day, and Patrick was adamant about getting very select sequences. He knew he wanted a scare scene. He knew he wanted one more like emotional connector between father and son, and Georgia was key to that. Those reshoots were so integral because one of them wound up being the kind of centerpiece for the entire film campaign, which was this incredible scene in which Josh Lambert goes into an MRI machine.
Hey! Can you let me out? Hey!
Okay, I need to see Insidious. Because after seeing Final Destination, bro, MRI machines is some crazy work, dog. See, I didn't know that's why you're not supposed to have phones in there, bro. That shit magnetic for real. All them piercings, boy. And y'all be getting them piercings too. I thought about it.
I mean, it started out well enough. The first trailer...
Just a stud or a hoop. One of the two. I'd look good with a hoop. I could rock a fucking hoop or a stud. A fat stud, but... That ain't me, bro. I mean, I can take it out and shit, but like... I don't know. I feel like I'd take it out and never put it back in for a minute to where it's like... That bitch ended up closing up on some dumb shit, and I just spent all that money for nothing.
I came out to a mostly decent reception that actually generated some positive buzz for a change. Imagine that in 2025. People were appreciating the comic-accurate costumes, the charming retro-futuristic 1960s aesthetic, the emphasis on family and teamwork, and the prospect of a Galactus that was more than just a giant cosmic space farts. Great stuff, Marvel. After half a decade of generic, forgettable slop, the MCU finally seemed to be doing something.
Did you say forgettable? and then put Jonathan Majors Kang in my face. Top 5 performances in Marvel. Number 1, Iron Man, bro. Either Iron Man or no. Number 1, Steve Rogers, Captain America. We're talking about acting. Number 2, Tony Stark. The reason why Chris Evans is first, bro, is because not only did he play himself, he also did that. He also played the other him, and he's also had the most movies, right? I think out of most. I mean, I know Bucky. They say he appeared in every single phase. Or no. Yeah, Bucky. And no. Only Bucky appeared in every single phase. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like he been through the most. The reason why Robert Downey is second is because it's Robert Downey. I ain't gonna lie. You know what? Them two are interchangeable for 1 and 2nd because they're like, you know what I'm saying? They're like they really took it. 3 is Kang. Matter of fact, nah. I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3 can either go to fucking. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hold on. Loki up there. Loki might be 3. Tom Hiddleston was the best casting. I'm not putting Thor up there, bro, because, and it's not his fault, bro. It's because of Love and Thunder, bro. It's not his fault. But the way they had him, them lines, they had him acting weird, bro. I couldn't have it. What's going on? Why my shit go back to normal, though? If my camera turn off, I'm gonna be hot. Seriously. Kang's in my top 5. I can't talk about the real top 5. Kang might not be in the real top 5, but he's in my top 5, bro. He just played that role so good, bro. It's just he had such a short amount of time. And then there's Quantumania, and it's like he really didn't get to cook, bro. He just was a villain for the movie. God. I don't know if he's going to be coming back, bro, because they might end up doing the damn Iron Lad shit, and he's going to be King the Conqueror in the future, so, like, then it might be some white dude. No cap. It's not going to be a nigga, bro. Know that
Something with a unique look and feel again.
I am completely dumbfounded.
What are you saying?
Marvel, after half a
I'm
decade
yapping.
of generic, forgettable slop, the MCU
I'm 8 minutes
finally
in the
seem
video,
to be doing
bro.
something with a unique look and feel
just
again.
I am completely dumbfounded how anyone can use footage of Multiverse of Madness and Loki and call them generic slop, implying they didn't have a unique
Thank
look
you. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. See, this is why I need to stop talking and watch
and
the video.
feel. I mean, the aesthetic in the Fantastic Four trailer is the same aesthetic as in Loki.
Literally, niggas is literally theorizing about whether Reed Richards made the TVA because of the way his shit looks. He's literally the only one from this retrofuturistic. Kang didn't make that shit. He came from that time, but you didn't even see him make nothing. A version of him did, but why wouldn't a version of him do? One of them, I don't know. That's just, I ain't gonna lie. I just lied like a motherfucker.
The TVA had all the sauce of the Fantastic
All
Four.
that
What are you
sauce.
talking about?
Come on,
and Doctor Strange
retrofuturistic.
2 was directed by Sam fucking Raimi. Imagine saying a film that featured scenes that looked like this was generic slop. Now I know you'll lie about anything.
They were fully embracing their
I
comic
ain't
book.
gonna lie. That's what I'm saying. It's the best comic book film in my opinion, bro. Like, let's literally think. There's also the Eternals. I don't know if I would put any of the Avengers movies or like the main cast movies as best fucking comic book films, bro. Because honestly, they're like more action. than comic book y. Maybe you could argue that for probably like, nah. A lot of them feel more like movies, bro. Until it don't feel like comic book movie until you get to Multiverse of Madness, Deadpool and Wolverine. And I get it because it's like shit, you know, you get cameos, but like it feels like the whole world. You know what I'm saying? It feels like you know what I'm saying? The Marvels, I say, is one of them comic book movies too. It need to be one of the movies where shit is like happening. Like Age of Ultron, shit is happening, but you know what? Age of Ultron, nah, that I'll count that. I mean, they all are comic book movies, but I'm saying like the Avengers though, it's way more on the serious side. Same thing with all the Thor movies, all the Iron Man movies. Hell nah, they don't seem like comic book movies at all. You watch Iron Man, bro, you fuck around and learn some shit, nigga. Like, come on, bro. Let's be for real. And don't get me started on Cap's movies. Those are military movies, nigga. Those are fucking war movies, bro. Why is my shit like? Thank you, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Origins, goofy costumes and all.
In this Fantastic Four movie, this is finna be a comic book movie. I can tell. Actually, I don't know. They said that Reed powers didn't get used as much. But who's to say that means like it's only 5 minutes? It could be like all of his scenes where he's stretching added up could be like 30 minutes. I feel like that's enough. 2 hour and 9 minute. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How actually little is it?
Oh, instead of trying to make everything look cool and slick and modern.
It's almost like he doesn't know this film is set in the past and that the MCU did give us modern Fantastic Four costumes. Literally twice.
Yeah,
maybe after a quarter of a century of failed attempts, someone might actually do justice to the
failed attempts, plural?
Fantastic Four. But leave it to Marvel.
Bro, the first two weren't even failed attempts. I don't know how. I forgot what the reason was why the third one didn't happen. It wasn't because they failed. Did they fail back then? They probably did. Okay.
Well, to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
No, bro. No, they didn't. They didn't.
The problem started out small at first, like the casting of Reed Richards, which turned out to be trickier than expected.
Even my parents went to. I think even my parents we went to go see the movie, if I'm not mistaken, bro. Like, and I know they probably don't know how good it did, but like, if they even gave a damn, I know that bitch didn't fail.
Apparently, the studio approached at least 3 other actors to play Reed, and they all turned it down. But why would they do such a thing? Who in their right mind would turn their back on a leading role in a big-budget Marvel movie with a huge paycheck at the end of it? Well, if I was a cynical man, I'd say it's because they wrote Reed to be a weak, cowardly pussy who gets bossed around by his far more powerful and assertive wife for most of the movie, and the leading men of Hollywood are getting almost as tired of playing characters like that as we are of watching them.
I'm getting so fucking sick. Hold on, Birdman. I'm getting so fucking sick of this idea that a strong female character telling a nigga what's up and that she not fucking around is woke. Why are we crying for John Walker? Dead ass. The Flag Smasher killed his friend that wasn't him, one. He killed him with Cap's shield in broad fucking daylight in front of, like, 60 plus people. 2, the Flag Smasher who did kill his homie lived. He didn't even get back. He just spun. It's still a gang war. That nigga didn't win. And you telling me we supposed to feel sorry for this nigga? I don't get it. Every big tweet for this man John Walker be saying how that Flag Smasher killed his friend. That wasn't him. It was a whole nother nigga. He just killed somebody.
The fuck are you watching?
I literally watched the show. How the fuck are you gonna tell me?
about. There's so much wrong here. I don't even know where.
And they was talking about how Yelena was making him seem like a. Like, what are y'all scared of? Y'all scared of a woman telling you what to do? Do you not have a mother? Did you not go to school, have a teacher? Did you not have a lunch lady? Did you not have a dean? Did you not have a fucking security guard? Have you not met a police officer in your life? Have you not seen a woman in a fucking line of work telling somebody what to do? What the fuck are you afraid of? I want you to try to tell Yelena to shut the fuck up. She be feeling sorry for what she did, but let's see what she do to you. I don't think she gonna feel sorry for your motherfucking ass. She gonna do the same shit she was trying to do to fucking Hawkeye and Hawkeye.
To begin. First of all, saying they wrote Reed as a cowardly pussy makes zero sense, as the film isn't even out yet and we have barely any interactions.
That's what I'm saying. How you saying nigga wrote as a bitch and you ain't even see it yet?
Between the team from the marketing material. How would you know this? This is clearly a made-up issue that you just invented out of thin air, which would explain why your writing is so poor.
And everybody in the comments is gassing and eating it up, and they just in the comments agreeing with everything he say. Like,
second, even
y'all not even like actually listening to what he's telling you, bro. He's telling you information about a movie he hasn't seen, and you're agreeing with it.
if that's how Reed is characterized in this film, and let's be clear, it's not, what makes you think that's the reason Hollywood actors wouldn't want to be a part of this production? You people can't make up your minds. Apparently, Hollywood is full of woke people, but at the same time, they can't find woke people to be in their woke movie and become instantly rich and world famous? Are you dumb? Besides, we have evidence for why people turn down Marvel projects, ironically.
John Malkovich reveals why he turned down Marvel roles in the past. He declined offers to play characters in the past and explain like,
from one of this movie's actors, John Malkovich.
Oh, okay.
As you can see, John states the main reason he previously turned down MCU roles was due to the pay and the nature of how these films are made. These are superhero movies, and not every artist is into that sort of thing. And on top of that, they require long-term commitments due to the nature of its shared universe.
I didn't like the delays they made at all. These films are quite grueling to make. If you're gonna hang from a crane in front of a green screen for 6 months, pay me. You don't want to pay me, it's cool, but then I don't want to do it because I'd rather be on stage or be directing a play or doing something else.
That's where
I think I actually read this already before somewhere. I forgot where I read this at. I think I seen it on Twitter. And he's fucking Mole Man, y'all. You're telling me he declined every Marvel role in the past and any superhero role in the past because they didn't pay him enough. And Marvel threw him a bag enough to play Mole Man. Mole Man! What fucking bag did they throw him? I need to know what he was thrown in the past. Can we look that up? John Malkovich past superhero movie offers. Is there like there ain't no number? All right, so there's only the fucking. There's only the quote. Bro, hold on. Okay. I need to know how much he's getting paid, bro. As soon as that comes out, bro, we gonna know how lowballed he was getting, bro.
The till you're 90 joke comes from.
He gotta be, I ain't gonna lie, he's getting paid over like What has John Malkovich been in, bro? It's not like I don't not know him. I just need to be reminded. Being John Malkovich? Are you fucking serious? That's his top movie? His own movie is his top movie? Opus. That's gonna be his top movie. Gonna be Fantastic Four soon, quick, probably. Penguins of Madagascar. Okay, let me go to TV shows. No, what have I seen John Malkovich in? Warm Bodies. There we go. There's something on. At least I know. I've actually seen him in something. What is it? Red 2. Okay. I haven't seen Warm Bodies. Transformers? I haven't even seen that Transformers. Okay, so was it a TV show I seen him in? Napoleon? What? Is this it? Bro, hold on. No. Do I just know John Malkovich as an actor? Is that it? Wow. I don't know him as an actual actor. I just know him as a celebrity. Well, I mean, yeah, that's really what I meant.
In Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
But then, like a knight in rainbow-coloured armour, a saviour arrived to take up the mantle.
So just blatant homophobia now?
I was finna say, bro, get my TOS king a crown and leave him alone.
I mean, we already knew you were a big...
Like, Pedro Pascal is the guy. He's my guy.
But what I want to know is how the fuck are you still monetized on YouTube? I mean, it says it right here. Hateful and derogatory content. I mean, you should have already been demonetized when I prove you slandered Isabella Merced with the false quote, as stated right here. But I am constantly amazed how you people continue to escape YouTube's community guidelines.
He's white.
You are the Osama bin Laden of the internet.
That's right, it was Pedro I'll appear in literally anything Pascal, an actor that clearly saw the meme about him taking on far too many roles and said...
What's with you weird right-wingers and being upset with actors getting work? If it's not Endymion and this demonetized tap dancer getting angry at Deborah Wilson being in a lot of games, it's you and Turd Roddick being upset at Pedro Pascal. And it's not like you can say these people are even bad at their jobs. You're just mad that Deborah is black and Pedro is left-wing. That's it. You have no actual critique of their performances. You just say they're in too many.
Bro, I didn't even know Pedro was left-wing. I didn't even know he's like American like that. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I did not know that. He does speak like normal English with an English accent, but like, I don't know, bro. I don't know that nigga's personal business. That's what I'm saying. Why do we even? I get it. It's like, bro, never mind, bro. My stomach hurt. Y'all
Perhaps they're in a lot of shit because they're good at their jobs. I know that's a foreign concept to people who have to grift and lie to gullible people on the internet for their popularity, but sometimes people are really good at what they do, and that's why they get hired. You know, merit, a concept so foreign to you, you're probably putting it into Google Translate.
But hey, who knows? Maybe Pedro would buck the career-long trend of taking on high-profile but inappropriate roles and deliver an absolutely killer performance as Reed Richards.
You know, these please laugh clips you include in these low-quality videos are almost as pathetic as Jeb Bush asking the audience to...
Like, bro, he thinks he's Zephyr or like Degenerosity or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really think he a commentator, bro. He's trash.
Clap.
Big game without backing it up. I think the next president needs to be a lot quieter, but send a signal that we're prepared to act in the national security interests of this country.
Just wait till I start my commentary videos, bro. I'm gonna start cooking. You know what I'm saying? I need methods, bro. Do y'all niggas write scripts? Zephyr, do y'all write scripts for y'all commentary videos? And when y'all edit, how do y'all think of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can do it, but it's like I just need like a, you know what I'm saying? Like a, not sauce, but like, what's the right words? Like actually how to doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it takes a long ass time editing those videos. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if like fuck the commentary. I could, you know, if you write a script, you write a script. If you don't, you don't. You know, that's just the easy answer. But the editing, that's what I need some tips and tricks, bro. Something.
To get
Not even on like the memes, just on the editing, nigga. I'll
back
find
in the
my own
business
memes and
of
like,
creating a more peaceful world.
I'm gonna fucking reuse them anyways.
Please clap.
When I start my commentary videos, bro, and this is like the same 3 memes, bro, don't cook me, bro. I'm trying.
Then
bro.
there was the casting of Vanessa
I don't know what like I know it'd be funny as hell. It'd be like fast low quality videos of somebody just doing some random shit, like, bro.
Kirby is Sue Storm, who's 38 in real life and somehow manages to look even older on screen.
Would you prefer a male companion?
But, you know, Pascal is
No
like
cap.
50, so it would have been pretty weird to pair him up with some hot young 25-year-olds. Nothing to worry about so far, so let's keep going, shall we? Then Vanessa revealed in an interview with Entertainment Weekly back in April that this movie was going to explore the gender politics of Sue Storm and women's place in 1960s culture.
He finna go off
Okay,
now.
sure. That kind of statement can mean a lot of different things. I mean, the film's set in the 1960s, which was a pretty important time for feminism and women's lib and all that other stuff, so I guess it would make sense to at least acknowledge it. Maybe she just means the movie will present an interesting contrast between the kind of expectations and questions that women in 1960s America were grappling with versus the modern day MCU, where they basically act like obnoxious caricatures of men if they were written by 16-year-old gender studies graduates from Portland.
Why are you showing Captain Marvel? Put them up. I'm boxing for Carol Danvers, bro. No, this ain't my real stance. I'm sitting down. And I'm still finna beat your ass. Trying to think of my girl name, bro. I done forgotten shit, bro. Cause you got me high.
I want the audience to understand that the usage of footage of Captain Marvel is very deliberate, and that's because he can't actually provide examples of this claim in any Marvel property since this
Right,
movie.
'cause, like, what
That's
did
why
he-
this video is titled Return of the MCU, because apparently it was gone. Hell, he's showing footage that isn't
Hey, this video 27 minutes and I'm making this shit like an hour. That video's 7. This is a 27-minute video, bro.
even in the Captain Marvel film. This is a non-canon deleted scene. Go on, check. In any case, discounting
This is a non-canon deleted scene. So I'm gonna go watch the movie and not even see this, bro?
the Marvels, there have been 14 movies since Captain Marvel released, and none of them have a Captain Marvel-like character.
So these niggas dead ass be deliberately trying to like play into their right wing shit. That's actually crazy. They actually be deliberately, cause why would you go out of your way to grab an unused non-canon deleted scene talking about something specific? Like we all know you put that clip there for something specific. Wow. Okay, that's crazy.
Where the lead is a woman
My girlfriend just told me that her sister gave her other sister gas money. Where was mine? It's that shit, bro. And then when her boyfriend gave me gas money, it's $5. It's just down the road, cool, but like, I don't have to, and I won't ever again. Dead ass.
Who?
And when they ask, I'm gonna say nope. Sorry. I might not even apologize. I'm not even gonna lie.
And I'm quoting here, acts like an obnoxious caricature of men. Of those 14 films, 10 of them were led by male actors. Of the 4 that were led by female actors, Eternals, Black Widow, Wakanda Forever, and Thunderbolts, none of those movies featured a woman who acts like an obnoxious caricature of a man. The lead of Eternals, Cersei, is as girly and motherly as they come.
Bro, that is what he said. I like forgot quickly what he said. Bro, a character of a man, bro. Cersei is mom, is mother. Cersei, that is mommy. That is mommy. They said the Eternals is gonna get. They're gonna get another son, or something like that. My shit got dust on it. When I get done streaming, I need to clean probably the dust inside of this PC, bro. That just scared the fuck out of me. Can my shit light on fire? I'm not gonna lie, for streaming, it feels pretty cool. I just need like a processor for so shit can run smoother. You know what I'm saying? I just need shit so like shit can run smoother. My shit's cool. It's pretty cool down here. Oh yeah. It's a fucking go. It's a fucking go.
Natasha is a well-regarded character in the MCU by men and women alike. Shuri is nothing like her brother, nor is she obnoxious or manly.
She cry all the fucking time, too. I mean, well, now because her brother's gone, so I get it. But it's like, bro, even about dumb shit, like, not necessarily. But it's like, Shuri just be going the hard route. She's just fucking hard-headed. Like, she's literally hard-headed.
And she was only thrust into the main character slot due to the death of Chadwick Boseman. Plus, there is a comic basis for Shuri becoming the Black Panther anyway. And Yelena isn't a girl boss or whatever stupid euphemism
It wasn't even a boss at all.
you people come up with. She was everything you people claim modern female characters are not. Vulnerable, seeking comfort from her father, and willing to accept and contend with her flaws and mistakes.
Talk about a crybaby. She was in that bitch. It was real to me. It was real to me. It was real to me. None of you fucking care. You didn't study that stuff. We're not family. We're not family. You're my sister. You're my dad. You're my mom. It was real to me. Like, it was real to her, bro. Like, that really made me cry too. Y'all made my baby girl Yelena cry in that scene, and I really wanted to crunch everybody in that room, even Natasha. Natasha and that bitch talking about that shit wasn't real, bro. It was real to her, bro. She ain't know no better. Like, ain't never been to no fucking red room at that point, bro. Y'all niggas was tripping. Alexi, you was tripping. But Alexi really came around in the Thunderbolts, bro. He really at the end was like, nah. She was like, why needed you then? Why did you then? You here now, but I needed you then. He was like, I didn't know you needed me. I didn't know that. I thought that you didn't want me there. I'm here now. Talk to me. I feel so alone. Bro, don't make me cry. Let me stop there. Bro. I'm dead ass finna cry. Thunderbolts will make me cry. I actually can't watch that movie, y'all. That shit sent me into like the most demonic fucking spiral. I'm scratching my back with this fork in the plastic. I need a back scratcher now. That shit sent me into a spiral the last time I watched like bro. That Void. I got one of them, bro.
So, as always,
bro, watching that scene sent me into that state. That ass. That's not no Avatar state. That's the Void state. That shit crazy.
What the hell are you even talking about? You literally only have an argument with Captain Marvel, but are trying to extrapolate that to every female character in these movies for some reason.
So, fine, we're still hanging in there, I guess. Nothing that's gonna spoil anyone's fun yet. Then there was the decision to make the Silver Surfer, one of the most iconic antagonists in all of the Marvel comics, into a female. Because of course.
Once again, you annoying blue waffle. This film is not set in the main Marvel timeline. This was a way to get an already established Fantastic Four into the main MCU universe without pretending they were always there, even though we'd never seen or heard of them up to this point. That being the case, Marvel came up with a clever method of accomplishing this by having their planet get destroyed by the planet eater Galactus, establishing Galactus as a credible antagonist and allowing a seasoned Fantastic Four to join the main timeline. Because they would be leaving this universe, you don't want to establish the original Silver Surfer, because that would mean they are going to immediately abandon him in this universe once the movie is over. You claim to want the classic Silver Surfer, but you don't realize you're arguing for him to be gone after this film. Don't you want him in the main MCU timeline, genius? Disney has already announced Avengers.
He's so 18.
If you know anything about that storyline, let's not kid ourselves, you don't, then you'd know Secret Wars deals with incursions, meaning
grifters.
This universe is very likely going to be destroyed. You hate women so much, you're arguing for them to kill a man.
The point is, every time...
Oh, he just ate him the fuck up. I don't need to repeat.
Another one of these revelations comes out, it became just a little bit harder to ignore what seemed to be a growing pattern. Like, if Marvel were trying to refute allegations that the MCU was taking over everything that they did, they were making life pretty hard for themselves.
And now you're showing footage of Quantum Mania to make your MCU point? Wait, so is the problem supporting characters too? We can't even have semi-competent female supporting characters now? Anyway, the editing is once again betraying the drinker. He's showing footage from early on in Quantum Mania where Scott's daughter shows that she's relatively competent as she's been secretly working with Hank Pym. But this footage is right before she fucks up and traps everyone in the quantum realm. In other words, this film shows a woman making a mistake and learning from that mistake.
You're sending a signal? Down to the
What's
quantum
gonna be his excuse? Of course she fucks up. It's a teenager.
Shut it down now.
Or is he gonna say it doesn't count because the other woman in the room was the only one to realize this was a bad idea? Like, she was the only one who'd been to the quantum realm. She would
These
be the
grifters did this same type of deception with She-Hulk. They took a single moment from and I'm pausing for emphasis here, television series and tried to make the show out to be some feminist power fantasy. I'm sure most of you have seen or heard about this scene.
But we can't pretend like we are two of the few people on Earth that can actually protect her, which is why we have to make sure of your ability to tolerate distress and regulate your emotions, especially your anger.
Well, here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult, or might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you. So all of this just feels like projecting a lot of shit onto me.
See.
No, I'm doing this.
Okay, this is completely new territory.
Look at that. Jennifer clearly undermining her male counterpart, which betrays the struggle and character development Bruce went through while dealing with being a Hulk and showing a Mary Sue being perfect. Right? Well, I bring you back to the fact that this is a television series, and in TV, there are plot threads that are resolved within an episode, and then there are plot threads that get resolved throughout the series. And Jennifer saying she knows how to control her emotions because she's a woman is one that gets resolved later in the show. They show her losing control of her emotions, which gets her into trouble, which shows that Bruce was right and that she was wrong.
This is busted.
This is the truth presented by intelligentsia. She-Hulk does not deserve your attention.
Okay, can we stop this?
And she's a slut.
Stop it.
Man, this was some bullshit. Her thick ass. Man, I'm trying to flat Tatiana Maslany. Wait, where's my girlfriend?
And now, when Jennifer Walters grows angry or outraged, a startling metamorphosis occurs.
Oh my gosh.
That has landed her in prison, and now she is seen only for the raging spirit that dwells.
That's some black dude.
We need to identify every individual who hacked my private information.
Forget them. We need to discuss your case.
I was angry, which is how anyone would respond in that situation.
But you're not just anyone. You are an out-of-control Hulk. That's what all the witnesses saw.
But if you listen to these anti-woke losers, you likely never saw this part of the show and only the out-of-context clip that these people use to farm and harvest outrage. That's the point. These charlatans rely on you not actually watching the thing so they can...
They real life rely on your ignorance, and y'all, like, let them play you.
Continue to lie to you about these media properties and collect revenue from your clicks.
It's so
and then
sad.
Last week we began to hear reports of a test screening for the latest cut of the movie where major details of both the plot and the ending were leaked. A test screening that basically confirmed everyone's suspicions.
How do I want to phrase this? Even though it's a team of one woman and 3 guys, I think that you're going to have a situation at the end of the movie where it's women who save the day. And you're like, why? Can't Reed at least be involved? You know, you're like, come on, man. You know, like, come on.
Eloquently phrased as always, Grace. Good job. I mean, if even one of the biggest Marvel shows on the planet is calling out your movie for being too girl bossy, you know you've got fucking problems.
Biggest Marvel shows? Or I don't even know who this is. And she didn't even say anything just now. Like, I get what she was trying to say. If you gonna have it be girl bossy, let it be girl bossy. Is that what you're saying? But why do you gotta? What if it's not meant to be girl bossy? Maybe she's just supposed to be a person overcoming some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if she's just a regular nigga? Like, I don't get it.
Or, and I know this might be hard for you to believe, she's giving her honest thoughts on a media property and isn't trying to sway people with lies, deceptive editing, and political dog whistles. You know, a film critic. It's entirely possible to criticize Marvel movies and not be a moronic political mouthpiece. What a concept. You should try it out sometime. And since when is a woman saving the day girl bossy? Doesn't that make the alternative boy bossy? Susan Storm is a fucking superhero. She's allowed to save the day, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
I can
What are we
understand
even
this
talking
criticism
about?
if it were like Kat Dennings' character.
Right. If it was like Kat Dennings coming and swooping in and saving the fucking day, it'd be like, okay, bro, strong women can overcome anything. She don't got no fucking powers. What the fuck is she doing?
But we're talking about a super powered being.
We're literally talking. Ain't she Omni? No, she's not Omni level. But she crazy though. She can go not only can she go invisible because she's a visible woman. Why do I feel like there's hair right there? Tripping. What the fuck can she do? Can she make other people go invisible? She can also do some other shit because she can bend light. Oh, I forgot, what was it? She got a crazy ass feat.
She saved the Fantastic Four on...
What the fuck is Iron Fist and Luke Cage doing here, bro? What do these niggas be doing, bro? Y'all really be having the heroes for hire up. And like this nigga. All right, maybe I ain't gonna lie. Iron Fist got a better chance than Hawkeye.
Many different occasions. She's literally the first female superhero for Marvel's Silver Age, one of the original members of Marvel's first family, the team that started 616. Put some goddamn respect on the Invisible Woman. The hell do you expect her to be? Some damsel in distress? She's not your wife, Will.
Anyway, the gist here is that the movie culminates with Sue Storm joining forces with the female Silver Surfer to defeat Galactus with a little help from a superpowered baby, leaving the rest of the lads with, well, not a whole lot to do. Oh my goodness, it literally is the meme.
Girls get it done.
I'm going to ignore how you missed the satire in that bit from The Boys and instead talk
That was literally
about how you're seriously downplaying Franklin Richards. He's not just some...
Oh, me. Like, I didn't even notice what you just said about my boy. My nigga manifested in real life, bro. He's here. I'm not gonna lie, if Vanessa de Kirby don't name that boy Franklin, I know she might not feel pressure to do it. She a grown-ass woman. But, like, if that's a boy, bro. If that's a boy, if it comes out that it's a boy, she has to. That might be a must.
Helping the girl bosses defeat the bad guy. Franklin is a god-level character with the ability to create and destroy universes. Galactus literally fears him. My assumption is they're going to try to have Franklin create a planet for Galactus to consume or something, and Sue being his mother with the ability to fly and create nearly unbreakable force fields, I can conceive of many different ways this makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, the film is literally called First Steps.
I love it has the characters' names. This needs to start happening. But don't make it like a thing where it just starts happening. Because they're like celebrities in their own right, in their world. So it makes sense. That's why it's so fucking tough. I already know people were scared of what the poster was going to look like. Here it is, bro. Well, here's the first one at least. Here it is, bro. Look at the gray. He's clean, bro. Look at Johnny, little prissy boy. You know he got hoes. Girl, don't be looking at that door. Stop looking at the door. Nala, stop looking at the door. Why are you sitting like that? The fuck? Alright. Reed Richards is Mr. Fantastic. Susan Storm is Invisible Woman. Bro, stop looking that way. That you're scaring me. Johnny Storm is Human Torch, and Big Ben Grimm is the Thing. I need to get my Xbox hooked up to this quick so we can start playing some real games, bro. I got some ideas I want to start doing. I don't know how frequent I'm gonna be streaming, but I'm gonna be streaming like as frequent as I can. Like, so like whenever I got downtime, maybe sometimes on my days off, when I'm up at night, probably got work in the morning because I'm always working. That's another thing, I work, and I'm gonna also try to upload this shit to YouTube. I'm gonna really try to get this shit done.
After all, what did you think that was a reference to?
And all of this begs the rather...
After all,
Sorry.
Nearly unbreakable force fields. I can conceive of many different ways this makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, the film is literally called First Steps. After all, what did you think that was a reference to?
And all of this begs the rather obvious question.
Well, Fantastic Four's first steps in the MCU. But also, when you say first steps, what the fuck are you talking about?
Why? Why do they keep doing this? Why do they keep pushing the same trope that clearly isn't working and hasn't for years now? Like, did nobody at the studio put up their hand and say, we've been doing this whole MCU thing for like 5 years now, nobody likes it, everyone's making fun of us, and it's losing us a shit ton of money. Can we maybe try something else now?
How delusional do you gotta be, bro? I want that type of weed, bro. I want that type of weed.
Let's look at all the properties you showed in this footage.
No cap. All
Multiverse
of
of Madness was a near billion-dollar movie that was loved by the general public.
Talk.
Black Widow was a film that was released during the pandemic and had a simultaneous streaming release, so
Talk.
box office numbers are not indicative of public interest.
Talk.
What are these ratings.
Talk.
Love and Thunder was also liked by the public, and it made nearly $800 million at the box.
I don't care how much it made, bro. Fuck that movie. And it ain't got nothing to do with Jane Foster. Fuck that movie, though. I fucking love Jane Foster. R.I.P. my girl, bro. Way too many jokes. That is the only movie I will hear anybody say had too many jokes, bro. You could debate Quantumania with me, but I'm not hearing nothing about Love and Thunder, bro. That's the only movie, bro. Everybody be like, bro, MCU always got the MCU jokes, bro. No. This movie has the MCU jokes that y'all be complaining about. And y'all, like, got brainwashed and started thinking that every single joke was corny after that. And I get it, because every single joke in this movie was corny, bro. And Marvel was just putting out a lot of shit at the time, so y'all just started taking everything corny. That's why y'all said that shit, bro. This was the only time this shit was corny. Chris Hemsworth knows it. Taika with titty bitch knows it. I don't know. I be thinking about that movie, like, because I be wanting to go back and watch some Marvel movies. And that movie be crossing my mind. And I'm like, bro, nah. And I just, like, start thinking about what the movie actually entails. And I'm like, no, bro. Like, when Gora's on screen is kind of cool. It's so ass.
Box office. Wakanda Forever was critically acclaimed and was about $100 million shy of making $1 billion. She-Hulk is a TV show that I know most of y'all didn't even watch, hence my explanation earlier. I mean, this guy even tells you.
At the first 3 episodes, I stopped watching the show. There's no reason for such lackluster production for no one.
That he never finished it, but somehow is still able to give a rating. What an amazing system we have.
Right? Like,
the Guardians Holiday Special is widely regarded as one of the best MCU properties, and Loki is
I haven't even seen that yet. I'll watch it this Christmas.
Considered the best television show from the MCU.
It is.
You showed nothing but profitable and highly rated properties, with the exception of She-Hulk, a show that got review bombed because of people like you lying and misrepresenting it. And like your terrible review of Thunderbolts, you're doing it again, trying to gaslight us right now on the quality of these properties. If anything, you're making a positive case for the so-called MCU, because the properties you showed made a collective $3 billion with numerous positive ratings from critics and the audience. Great going, dumbass. Anyway, that's all he had for us today. All wine and no cheese. I expect he and his ilk to get real fucking annoying about this movie up until its release, at which point they'll likely be bitching about Superman by then. Oh.
What? Wait.
And the audience. Great going, dumbass. Anyway, that's all he had to get real fucking annoying about this movie up until its release, at which point they'll likely be bitching about Superman by then. Oh.
Bro, they did that shit a week ago. And they did that shit a week ago, bro. You're late.
For working on all my days off, I be standing on bed. Let's talk about drugs, I'll give me some lean. 20 for a line, I need some codeine. They know when it's Rick when he pop on the scene. He busting off X and he making it sing. I'll get back to chopping it up, put that boy in a rep, because we know it's rapping a bluff. My rapping is mad as fuck. Any little nigga won't try on stepping me up. Just make sure it's good enough. I'm not responding to niggas that's making it sus.